Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back, our weekly show. A little bit of a preview, answer your start set questions, whatever you guys need. And then at the end, we will draft another dog bowl. Might end up doing a BR as well. I don't know. We'll figure that out. How we doing, guys?
Hey, doing great, my man. Always good
Hey.
to stream and to be live with Hartman and Huhames here on a Wednesday night. I'm feeling good and get through the week and excited to be here. How we doing, Hartman? What's up, brother?
Oh yeah, always a good time. Hanging out on Wednesdays, going over some ball. Always a fun time.
Yeah, I had a couple pretty close calls last week.
Oh, really?
Well, I was number one in the hurry up going into the last slate with a 0. I had 149 or 142 points or 143 point something with Rome at Dunze, a big fat 0. And until Brock Bowers got his 2 touchdowns, I was still top 10 with a 0.
Oh, no way.
I went all the way down to like 58th.
Damn.
Which is fine. I mean, the difference, it was like $200 difference, basically, right? I mean, that's a big deal, but I would prefer Brock Bowers to be successful, to be honest with you.
Honestly, yeah, it's way overdue, right?
Right, yeah. If you liked Brock Bowers, you were happy probably for that no matter what. And that's the second time. So the first time, whenever I got 6th a while back, I had a huge bag of Trey McBride, and what I needed in the last slate was for Trey McBride not to do good. And the same thing happened here. I had 30% Brock Bowers, and I needed him not to do good.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So both times I've been heavy on the tight end is in the late slate. I've needed them not to do good. It's pretty hilarious. And it was like one of them was the smash.
Yeah. It's when that happens, there's not much you can do, right?
Yeah. I mean, and Rome cooked our dog bowl team too.
Yeah,
100%.
Cooked everything.
Because we had the nuts with Bowers and Caleb. We did have Jonathan Taylor, so that didn't help. But Roma Dunze, big goose egg, as we know.
Yeah. And the Jonathan Taylor, that's just like unlucky.
Apparently Nez did know something. He was going 101 Christian McCaffrey and ended up being right.
The closer I got, the more I started liking CMC, but I was far enough into my bags that I only did like 10 more after I kind of was like, I think CMC might actually be the 101. And the reason why is because like I heard Michael Leone say something and it made a lot of sense. And that was, it kind of feels like a game where Mike Tomlin might just be like, hey, you're really good at this. You can beat us every other way, but you're not going to beat us this way. Because he'll do that. And I mean, it's whatever. Like, it did not work. But we're getting some shots on goal, at least. Like, we're having a player or two of what you need every week. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a pretty good one. And like, Rome just seemed like such a smash against that defense.
I mean,
it was everyone but him, honestly.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
The thing about it is, looking back at it later, is that corner is actually really good.
Yeah.
The
Reed
overlay on.
Was it Reed or?
I forget. Let me look up the Bengals real quick, and I'll find out. I was kind of bringing up the rankings for the week. What do you guys think? Have you guys looked at the slate at all? How are we doing?
A little bit,
but I'm pretty much just going off of who is
DJ Turner. Yeah,
kind of who's producing. And
yeah, he's been awesome. Like, he's actually shut down like 3 straight. Like very shut down. So I honestly and part of that, and as I was talking with Steve, it's how much of that is how good he is, and how much of that is how bad the rest of them are. Like if there's
Right.
no resistance everywhere else, why would you go towards the resistance?
Right. Yeah, your only chance to not make a play is on that guy.
Yeah.
Why not
Yeah.
go to the
Right.
4 other guys? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, going with the Bengals from now on, I will definitely keep that in mind. I will probably be taking wide receiver 2s versus the Bengals instead of wide receiver 1s, or I mean, RBs are the real play.
Yeah, of course. And further, I mean, the Cardinals are a mess, but Trey Benson comes back week 17 is all that matters. I mean, that is kind of something to keep in mind too, that I've been thinking more about. It's like,
Yeah, I took Trey Benson like 20 or like almost 40 picks early in the fourth quarter today.
right.
Because I knew he wasn't. I figured he wasn't going to come all the way back, and I
He's
was at
just
the
so much
101.
better than anyone else they've tried to start for the last 5 weeks.
I don't even know about that. I just know that he's going to get the chance, and it doesn't matter who it is if it's against the Bengals. So I'm not a Trey Benson guy. I didn't like him coming out of college. Yeah, I didn't think he was good coming out of college. And he had he was fine. But he probably would be smashing right now if he didn't get hurt. Like, let's be honest.
It did feel like last year, like he wasn't really able to take over that workhorse role like James Conner had, but he did have the injuries. So I don't know.
I mean,
just the injuries have really slowed him down a lot. But he had a couple games, I think, last year, right, where he got a little more work, but Amari DiMarcado also got quite a bit.
Well, like they drafted him to become the guy, right? And then mid-season, they re-signed James Conner to 2 more years. Like, to me, that speaks volumes. Like, you drafted a guy this year to be the guy, right? Last year. And then mid-season, it's not working out great. And this is last year. Mm-hmm. He had a 12-point week and a 10-point week. And that was it. That was literally it. But like, I think Connor might have been out those weeks. Let's look.
That's what I thought. I thought there was at least 1 week Connor was out, or maybe got hurt.
Connor had missed 1 game, so that makes sense because I remember him playing 15 games. So maybe he missed 2.
He probably got hurt in the other one. Yeah, 11 and 12, or so he got hurt in 10. It looks like, and he came back. I think because it was 11 and 12. I think so. They split the workload, but like they re-signed him because I think it was because they realized Trey Benson wasn't it. Like that. That's why I had a decent stand on him. And whenever we found out they played the Bengals, like how much better could it have got? And that read was right. Everybody was on that read though. Yeah, when every other option's open. Yeah, right. Like why do that? And I was unaware of that. So, but we don't seem to have any questions right now. We can
let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's just go right in.
Hell yeah.
I think CMC is the clear 101 this week. Gibbs has an awesome matchup, and James Cook has an awesome matchup, and actually Dowdle has a ridiculous matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And then at wide receiver, we have JSN, who has beat everybody against the Cardinals, Puka, who trending to be healthy, and then Amon-Ra, who against the Commanders. Like, I think there's a very, very clear top 6 at the non-quarterback position. And I don't know about you guys. I'm having a reasonably hard time with Josh Allen here.
It's a little early. I'm fading injured players. So like for me, Puka, it's just I get it's San Francisco and it's not that bad of a matchup, but yeah, I'd be a slight fade on Puka. I'd want to bump up Amon-Ra and
that's what I'm
even Achane in a plus matchup. And the McCaffrey's clearly in a tier of his own. JSN close behind, but still, definitely the 102. For me, it's I think between Gibbs and the next like 5 skill position players that are healthy, it's kind of just pick your guy.
This is kind of where I'm at with it.
I think Derrick Henry is the first one where I'm like, I don't know about that.
I think with Lamar, like he has been awesome.
I'm worried that he gets game scripted out. I want someone who's like,
and Adams is like, I think this is kind of a clear thing here. And then after that, like it gets interesting. Igbuka versus New England. I do think that that's a pretty decent matchup because Gonzalez, like Atlanta was able to figure, and Atlanta is not known for like great play calling, and they were able to figure out how to get Drake London on not Christian Gonzalez. So I'm going to assume that New England's going to be able to, or that the Bucks are going to be able to figure that out as well. So I think Igbuka's in a really good matchup. Even like Bucky Irving missed practice today. Godwin, I didn't hear if he practiced.
Godwin and Bucky are zeros this week. I think we're already there, right? It's we'll be surprised. And even if they play, there's no confidence.
Yeah, right. Like if they play, it's definitely not an elite ceiling week, in my opinion, for those guys. So
to me, it's still an interesting play for Tez Johnson. People forget. Yes. I mean, a bye week, people, out of sight, out of mind. I think Tez Johnson is like a name I'm willing to scroll down to for a stack. But I was curious if you sort by quarterbacks, does Baker even fall within like the top?
He's exactly 6.
Exact. So that makes sense to me. Like when Baker, but you don't have Igbuka, then Tez Johnson or just Kate Otten. But
yeah, I don't know. Like, let's look at fantasy point. So I have fantasy points allowed versus tight ends up right now.
Okay, nice.
Over here. I did this yesterday. I haven't looked at it. I think New England.
They're stingy.
That you can actually get them a little bit.
So this is for just tight end? That's not bad.
This is fantasy points versus the entire team. So against the team, hold on. I told somebody I was busy and they keep messaging me, so block them for a little bit. I have no sympathy. I haven't, but like at all. Like no. If I tell you I'm doing something, that's what I'm doing.
This is the tight end position. Ranks 10th against New England.
They are the 10th worst. So like since this is the number of fantasy points they give up. So Cincinnati gives up 22.8 versus the entire team of tight ends. Jacksonville 18.8, and then New England's down
15.4.
Yeah,
so that's not bad. Otten does consolidate those targets from the tight end position. There's not much else to go around, so I feel like that is pretty safe for like a good 11-point floor. 15-point median, and then there's like a ceiling where he gets 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't think you want to make a stand on it, but I do think that mixing in some Kate Otten makes a lot of sense this week
with Baker. Given I
don't think it matters.
Igbuka could be nice.
I think you could just do it with Drake May or as a single. Like we've seen Kate Otten be tight end 1 on weeks.
Yes.
So and this week, like if we look at the
I guess the follow-up on that is like Bowers, of course, against Jacksonville. I wanted to ask you on that data, where does Jacksonville rank? Because I feel like they're a little bit stingy, but I said the same thing about New England, who's top 10.
I mean, they play
second worst.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
No, they actually are a bad matchup, right? But Brock Bowers is essentially matchup proof.
This came out
they're a great matchup.
This came up after
it is.
that. So like you take the 37 point, because this is full PPR where he got 47 points. So like you take the 8 weeks, right? You multiply this out and then remove that, and you can figure out, how many points a game they were before that. Because 147-point week in 8 weeks is going to change your numbers quite a bit. Right.
Yeah,
It'd be I just don't have my calculator up. It'd
be like around 13. It'd be like around 13 or maybe even a little less. Because it'd basically be like 103 and just divide by 8, right?
Well, you could just do 47 divided by.
Well, because the total's on the right, so
8 would be 6. So 6, yeah. Yeah, they'd be about 13. Oh, okay, yeah. So, like, that's how much that one good week happened. They were middle of the pack until Brock Bowers.
Yeah, skewed it.
And
Okay,
like,
now I
so
see. Now I see. I'm following.
yeah.
That makes
So, like, yes, they're bad against it, but it's kind of like if you take the longest rush away and the guy who had 6.8 yards a carry is now at 1 point or 3.2, like, did they really have a good week, or was one play blocked well for them? Right. Like I don't think this defense is as bad versus tight ends as this chart says, right? Because they just happened a healthy Brock Bowers dominated them.
right.
And Mayer ended up having 5 for 40. So like they literally gave up, what was it, 47, 9. So they gave up over 50 points last week to tight end. But that's like how I was saying in the Monday night game against Kansas City, like how you beat them. You beat them on the outside the numbers. Like the places Trevor Lawrence can't throw. That's where you beat Jacksonville on defense because they've never learned how to defend that. In practice that's my theory. Because he
all can't throw like that.
Yeah. I have a lot of Trevor Lawrence, so I'm in pain as well. Don't worry.
Okay, that's interesting. Some framing for the tight end position. I think it makes sense. What it comes down to me is like for a quarterback, I'm not wanting to scroll too far down. I know it's expensive for some of these elite options, but they're the ones who are consistently, putting up big numbers. For tight end, though, you look at, Brock Bowers is not in the slate, and then there are more tight ends who are viable that go undrafted than there are the average drafted tight end. Like the pool of tight ends that don't get drafted has a better odds of being the tight end one than the combination of the 6 tight ends that get drafted, essentially.
Right. Like Seattle, they are the weakest versus tight ends than any other position, but they're still a great defense. So I do think Trey McBride is the number one in this.
Oh, sure, of course.
But and like the Rams are a good defense, and they're number 2. Like in my eyes,
didn't Tongas do pretty well against the Rams when they had that Thursday night matchup? I think it was.
I mean,
previously.
That was that
right.
game. Yeah, that was that game that was wild.
So this is, the Rams are a good defense, but it's not a completely terrible matchup either. I just think that the ability to scroll down for a tight end, it's like you're either stacking with your QB, you're taking the elite guys, or I don't know what, maybe a bring back in a different game scenario where you have other pieces, because there's just it's so hard to pick one right now. I feel like in the middle of the season we have so much data. There's been so many different tight ends that have had plus weeks, and given small volume of drafts, it's like if you're not going with an expensive tight end, you might as well just correlate some way.
I'm probably not going to have a lot of McBride because you look, these 3 tight ends have insane matchups. Loveland versus the Giants, Kincaid versus the Dolphins, and Laporta versus the Commanders. Those are just bad defenses. Those teams are going to score touchdowns. Tight ends are very touchdown dependent. So I kind of like those 3. I'm going to have a lot of those. And generally, I have a bag of the first guy and not a lot of the middle guys. But this week, I personally kind of lean towards those 3 in a BR.
That whole top 5 looks like really nice. I really like in either piece of the New England Tampa Bay game. We were talking about Cade Otton or
Hunter Henry's nice, I think. Yeah.
And Juwan Johnson should get a bump this week with Shaheed gone.
Just more targets to go around. Just the limited touchdown upside is what scares me away from Juwan Johnson.
This right here,
AJ Barner
all the way down here is wild. He does have a Q tag. I didn't hear anything about that calf issue. So
if he was out, Elijah Arroyo though.
Yeah, we won't be drafted at that time. Yeah, and it could be Taysom Hill.
It could be a Taysom Hill week, like no doubt. Honestly,
I'm taking him in the fourth quarter. I'm not going to take him this week in these drafts myself. Like if we find out that they're planning to use him, absolutely right. But yeah, let's go to quarterback real quick. I kind of agree. I think those four are definitely like they should absolutely be drafted every single draft. And then I think mixing in Darnold, Williams. I love Jared Goff this week. Stafford. Like, we haven't heard word on Justin Fields yet?
Yeah, it'd be hard to pick him until later in the week. You don't even get like a swap or something.
All right, well, Jay Hang here with a question. We got offered Brees Hall for a Dunze. Should I take it and have PPR? If it's a single season league, I absolutely would do everything I could to get rid of Brees Hall.
yes.
Like if you're getting Brees Hall,
I don't want Brees Hall.
I don't want Brees Hall. He randomly showed up as doubtful today. Did you hear that?
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, I guess somebody said that he was doubtful now to play. I don't know if that's true. Yeah. I just heard it on a podcast. I think it was. I don't want to throw out names. I'll look it up. See if. But if he even if he plays, he's not going to be happy, and that whole team I think is going to sell.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like he's one of those that I don't think it'll be listed. Like he won't be on the injury report most likely. So if you do take him, you're probably just getting a 0. And he was supposed to go to Kansas City, and the Jets stood firm and ruined his career or ruined his year. So Jets. Okay. Wesley Steinberg says Jets RB Brees Hall for depression is doubtful for week 10.
Oh, that was probably like a meme.
Yeah, I hope so. Like, but like, it could just be what he's doing. I don't know.
Yeah,
the vibes are bad. Couldn't be worse.
Hopefully
the vibes are so bad.
Hopefully they just go with the he's a free agent running him into the ground approach.
Yeah,
that is another. That's like the other side of the fence of what could happen.
The only upside.
Well, he probably knows that that's what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, but maybe he gets a fat contract if he actually looks good,
bro.
So
I've been staring at this on the screen. I can't. I'm Quinshawn over Derrick Henry this week.
I'm really I love Quinshawn. I love Quinshawn just this week. And actually, so Kyron, remember the game? Kyron had 2 receiving touchdowns. That was
against the Niners, wasn't it?
It was against the Niners. Yep.
I think Kyron's fine. We've been hearing a little bit more about Corum, but I think Kyron's still fine. I think to me, Quinshawn Judkins he's on the field more if we're sure that he's not hurt.
Yeah. So Sean, first time I've seen you here. Thanks for stopping by.
Sick profile picture too.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I agree because I said back in March when we had 2 third-round picks, let's send the 66th overall pick, the second pick in the 3rd round, away for Brees Hall. Like I said it then. That's what like I've been on this the whole time. And if that happened, Brees would have been fully into this offense. And okay, that's dirty P. Got it. Yeah, I absolutely. Why does it change all the names? I don't know that. Like sometimes it does that, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, it's like your channel name because it's the actual @ So it's like like if you saved it the same, but I don't know. Some channels do it and some channels don't. I don't know what.
Well, my earlier one didn't do this. I don't think. So
I don't know how.
Yeah. What's up, Dustin Wells with the question? Cook is out this if Cook is out this week, Ty or Davis the pickup.
That's tough. We assume Davis, but he hasn't done anything all season, right?
Yeah, I mean, Ty Johnson's had a better role.
Ty Johnson has a guaranteed role already, and Josh Allen wanted him back this year. I think Ty, if you just need to like make sure you get points, if you think you're favored to win, I would take Ty to like lock in some points. Ray Davis is the upside swing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Oh, you changed your YouTube name now that you're done drafting? Oh, that makes sense. That way people could recognize you or not. Yeah. Yeah. So we have 16 watching over on X on my channel and 9 watching on Candyman's channel. If you want to, head on over to the Who Hames YouTube channel. Smash the sub for me. Also, I put both of the Hartman and Candyman's information in the description below. I got around late today, so I just did it. But yeah, I don't want anything to do with Breece Hall. And as Candyman was saying, Judkins feels good.
Feels good if healthy. I only want to draft healthy players who are excited to play for their teams at this point in the season.
He's good.
Have a track record of high volume touches.
Yeah.
You know,
and if the Jets are feeling kind of defeated and just they might just kind of get whooped. I mean, half their defense got traded away. Like
I feel like Quinnen Williams not being there is like an extra +1 average yards per carry. Like just the whole of him not being there.
I don't think Cook has like any chance of missing, but we could be wrong here.
That
won't practice Wednesday. Yeah.
I'm super high on Dowdle this week as well. I think I'm him over Henry easily, not even close.
I agree with that. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. No, I almost
Quinshawn and Achane is fine for me. That's more of a toss up, but I'm Dowdle probably over both of them.
Well, I was gonna say I could even be talked into putting Dowdle up over Puka, but I personally
because of
like
the injury. Because we're just not sure with Puka. He keeps getting injured and missing time. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. What's up, Big Grow and stuff? We have a gross question. Calvin Austin or Darius Slayton, if Godwin is out, play Tez over them. I think I just want Darius Slayton this week, no matter what.
I've been this way for a while. I don't know what it is. I used to like Slayton a few years ago. I don't ever want to start Slayton in any format, anything. So I would take Tez.
Yeah, I would also lean Tez if Godwin's out. I actually don't mind Calvin Austin. I think he's a little underrated. He has a pretty good role now that he's healthy. He's kind of boom bust, but
I don't have sunglasses and I have to have glasses, so I can't. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, this is kind of where I said, what do you guys disagree with this fake rankings here? We're just kind of looking through it.
Do you guys think that is there any chance James Cook, even if he plays, has kind of a limited role because they might just kind of whoop Miami? I mean, I guess if it's a competitive game.
That's why I'm kind of out on Josh Allen this week, because Josh Allen becomes Superman in high-profile games a lot more. There is a chance that he just throws a lot and gets a bunch of touchdowns that way.
It is divisional, at least. I mean, there's divisional games I feel like could be surprisingly competitive.
Right, like the New England game was.
Yeah.
Right, but
the first
it is
Dolphins-Bills game was pretty good, right?
I would love to see splits of Josh Allen versus the Dolphins, just to have a refresh, because I feel like it should be really good. I feel like he would destroy them.
What, Cook?
No, Josh Allen. But at the same time,
if he had to, yes, right. But Joe Brady has proven that if if you have to like, if you don't have to like make Josh Allen everything, that he will just run the ball down their throat. Like so,
Mhm.
like we know this. This is the way it's been the last 3 years. So that's why I do like James Cook, but like him sitting on a practice day does make it a little scary. I'm personally not that worried about it, but and I mean Pepperoni is right. Like Bill's defense is kind of mid. Um, yeah. Well, and if he is out or like if he's out, like Allen which probably is a good play.
There's just so
But-
many paths for Josh Allen to get there with fantasy points. It's like I feel like you just can't count him out. If the market's saying, "Oh, he's a top 10 pick," it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to have zero Allen. But limited drafts, it's all in consideration. But at the same time, I think I'd want equal exposure to the top 6 QBs.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
that,
with
that
Allen,
makes
you
sense.
just get like that, pretty consistent floor where if the rest of your lineup's good enough, you can get, a pretty high cashing team or
I-
even win it if there
I
isn't
will
like a
say
slate breaker.
for Dog Bowl, like for a 12 man, like let's look at it as a 12 man. Like
Yeah, let's look at 12 man.
I want like it's the same slate. I just won't. I'm not gonna save this, so it don't matter. But
Top 4.
like I want a top down to Sam Darnold. Like I don't want to be playing around with McCarthy Fields.
No,
Like
yeah,
we don't know if Purdy's
I
playing
agree.
yet. Like I want to make sure I get a guy up here personally.
For me, the it's a tier. There's one tier. It's the top 4 QBs there, and then everyone else. I do like Sam Darnold. I would push him and Caleb Williams up a bit. I think Stafford's been ripping it, so kind of fun. But their floor is so low, and for them to be the top scoring QB, it's really like the 5% outcome or 10% outcome on their entire like their best game of the season for a guy like Stafford, at least, or you could argue Jared Goff, but Darnold's been getting there. He I think he's doing it a little bit more consistently, and it's kind of fun.
Well, I mean,
I just think it's like, what's the difference between them and then scroll down? I know Flacco's not in the slate, but like if we just scroll down to the QBs who are kind of in that bottom that aren't getting drafted as much, like Tua or even
I mean, Lawrence has had some good fantasy weeks.
Lawrence is fine. I think
Mariota is actually the one I would be
Mariota
scrolling down.
Terrible for real life football, but good for fantasy. And Brissett is on this slate. The Seahawks are a pretty tough matchup, but like he's been getting it done. So like to me, the difference between Baker Mayfield, Stafford, and like even Brissett is almost nothing. It's just who you're stacking it with.
Baker hasn't been good since the Evans injury, basically. So like if we look at like the elites here, like Lamar Jackson hasn't like he has 27, 26, 29, right?
Yeah.
Josh Allen 28, 23, 17, 20, 25. Drake May very similar. Like last week was lower, but very similar there. And Jackson Dart is actually equal with them, basically. He's got the 27, he's got the 29, he's got 23, a few points less on the other two.
And it's about their ability to either like separate or score close enough to the QB1 that your other positions can make up for it. So it's like if no one's going to separate from this group, you might as well just get a QB that can get you 20 points, and then you win via your RB, your flex, your tight end decisions.
Yeah.
But I think Josh Allen and Lamar are the two guys in my mind that could actually score 40 points.
I'm absolutely playing a Rashid Shaheed touchdown this week, by the way. Going back to the offense that he played in last year, like with Clint Kubiak, I think they're going to make it a point to get him deep because that's something that JSN is going to draw double coverage. And he's going to break that offense open, I think. And I think they're going to use it really early. Like it's really easy to learn how to run a go route. Like he's been doing it his whole life. He can run all the routes, and he's going to know most of the terminology of this offense already. I don't think
Seattle, Arizona in their first matchup was a primetime game. I want to say it was a kind of a lower scoring event. I think it was a Thursday night game, if I'm not mistaken. In one of the first, maybe like maybe it was week 3 or week 5 or something. I had to look it up. I mean, I could pull it up the schedule, but
I'm looking it up right now.
I'll see if I can pull it up too. I think it's a fine matchup for Seattle pieces. It was week 4. I'm pretty sure that was Thursday night.
It was
wasn't
a Thursday game, yeah.
And the Seahawks, it was 23-20, so not like the most, it's not the best environment for fantasy.
That was the other good Marvin Harrison game because he went 6 for 66. So he went 6.
That was his first touchdown, his big relief. Remember?
Yeah, because that was the game where he had the huge drop, and then like the second half, he had the good game.
And Darnold still throws for 242. Healthy on only 26 attempts.
Kyler's in the game, so McBride can't score. That was the game Trey Benson got hurt, I believe.
The Cardinals passing upside is going to be a lot higher this game.
Yeah, no, it really will be. Like I don't think that's a joke. Like it's absolutely the facts.
The Seahawks didn't allow a rushing touchdown in that game. I don't think they allow one in this game. They hardly allow rushing touchdowns. I think that so that's just part of it. But I think it's playing each other a second time around makes me think it could be a little bit higher scoring event this time.
Yeah, I would agree. Big grown stuff. Who's the pick for Las Vegas wide receivers with Myers gone?
I mean, probably just Trey Tucker.
I mean, it's definitely
Bowers and Trey Tucker, right?
Yeah, if you're doing the 6-man or even the 12-mans, like I'm not throwing a dart at Besh or Thornton.
We're just not there yet.
If you're in a single, like if you're trying to get somebody for just a league and you don't have anybody, I think Thornton's the better stash. Because I just think they're going to run 2 tight ends over and over again. Like if Michael Mayer's available, I think you just pick up Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a pretty good rest of the year.
And Thornton, at least he's shown like some flashes. I mean, like in a league or something, he's fine to pick up.
This is
Charles, aka Go AZ Cards, made a good point in the chat about a while back. He was saying, regarding Josh Allen, it's like, who do you even stack him with? That's the question. If it's not Kincaid, it's like, who do you stack him with? So that's one reason to fade him. And maybe with Lamar Jackson, it's just like Zay Flowers couldn't be cheaper, right? And Andrews is pretty cheap. So it's like if you took Lamar Jackson, you're guaranteeing you're going to end up stacking him without really having to force it. With Josh Allen, it just becomes it's messy. It's like
are you Andrews or likely
kid or nothing?
Yeah. Are you Andrews or likely? I think I'm likely. Because you're going to get leverage on top of it. So, like, I think they're equal plays, but I think you're going to get more leverage.
I would probably just go Andrews, just given his history of being able to put up multi-touchdown games. But I mean, more of a recency thing for likely. Just like,
Andrews has looked a little slow all year, but it's hard to really tell anything with that offense since Lamar wasn't 100% for he got hurt in the Chiefs game, and they just haven't been the same.
I feel like I'm just chasing touchdowns, and so that to me touchdowns I see I see Mark Andrews catching the ball, and with likely I want that to be the case, but I don't think he had there 2 yet.
I mean, Lamar throws touchdowns to tight ends and not receivers.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
Like he threw 3 to tight ends last week.
Didn't Kolar get one?
Yeah, Kolar got 1 and Andrews got 2. And Likely didn't get 1, but Likely I think had the most yards. Yeah, he had 60 yards. So it worked out because Andrews had 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
For me to draft likely, it would have to be that I took Lamar Jackson, someone else sniped me on Mark Andrews, and then I'm
And you don't
rotating down
yeah.
to likely. I think is how I would get there.
And like I like Fannin this week too, as a late tight end option.
I think Fannon's fine, but I don't see myself ever drafting Dylan Gabriel. So like I'm probably not getting to Fannin.
I mean, I'm not requiring Gabriel to draft Fannin. I think we see a all-time give up performance for the ages for the Jets. Like,
where's Theo Johnson? He's right. Oh, there he is. Right.
Yeah,
so I'm way more interested in going like Dart Theo Johnson.
Right. If you get Dart, I agree. And I mean, I like Theo. Like, I don't think you have. I prefer to stack tight ends with quarterbacks, but I don't think you have to. Like,
sure.
Like, I think they're the same bet, kind of. Anyway,
it just gives me an excuse to like pick one over the other because like it's so hard to call your shot on a tight end on any given week. Even all the things we've seen so far, essentially, if you're not Bowers, and you're not McBride, maybe you could argue Kittle. The sample size has been so small.
Right.
Yeah, it just feels like, kind of like you said earlier, like there's so many guys who can realistically be tight end one. It's just, just correlate it and, or go with the best game total or whatever.
Right.
Well, like Kittle can smash any week. And McBride can smash, and he's been smashing since Jacoby Brissett, 17, 24, 14. Right.
Yeah, McBride's like obviously tight end one, but
but like Seattle,
you could see any of the other guys. Yeah.
Right. So this is a week. I don't think we're going to get a 28-point tight end week. I think you're just going to like. Last week, I felt like there was a couple of spots. I thought like I was in on Loveland. I had like 12% Loveland, and he was like 5 or 6% drafted. So I was in on. Do what?
I would say I'm convinced that most weeks you can get away with a top 3 quarterback, but not QB1, a top 5 tight end, but not tight end 1. And the differentiator, what seems like it is right now, is just getting that RB1 right, where it's like, is it McCaffrey? Is it Jonathan Taylor? Like who's the RB? Is it Dowdle?
Well,
who's the RB1 on the week? If you can get that right, you can probably fit in other pieces to get you close enough.
Right. I think it kind of that, and you need the RB1 right, and you need the flex. Like you need to figure out
there's flex. You need a flex
it doesn't matter if it's a 2 RB or if it's a 3 wide receiver, but you need your flex to be 20 plus points. Like you have to figure, like it's just easier.
It's been a crazy amount of running backs. I feel like that are fulfilling that. Where
it's easier for the RB to get there, right?
Yeah, but even like last week, it's like you could have flexed Monangai, and that would have got you there with 20 points. From a wide receiver perspective, we're seeing a lot lower floor outcomes with all these actual good wide receivers.
Well, we also haven't released
London, right?
Yeah. Well,
right.
I mean, T. Higgins outscored Drake London.
The exception last week was like there were just,
I think,
a few guys you had to have: Bowers, London.
No, like London, I don't know if was in the top team. I think it was T. Higgins, because T. Higgins had the. Was it like?
I thought London was maybe on the top team, but maybe one of the top 3 didn't have him.
So I'm going to look real quick at the points that they both had. T. Higgins had 33, and London had a few. Like that was
London 34, 37. I kind of get that mixed up, but he was way up there.
I think it was 34.
34. It sounds right.
So it's pretty much the same.
Well, that's his full PPR, so it'll be a little different. Yeah, so he was like 2 or 3 points ahead. So,
but that's honestly that's replaceable. But it's just like you just hope that no one has the same team you have plus that.
The thing is that the 2 wide receivers that were clearly the 1 and 2, like because they were way above everybody else. Neither one of them was 100% drafted. No teams had like both of them on it.
Right. It's just
because like London was 50% drafted and Higgins was like 70% drafted. Nobody pushed down. Like the entire 3rd and 4th round of BRs, like was just bad. Like, if you didn't take Bowers there, you were wrong. Like, Vidal sucked. Like, I guess
Exactly.
Devontae Adams was fine, but Vidal sucked. Rome sucked.
Rome.
Metcalf was in the middle of the fourth. He sucked. Tyler Warren didn't do it. Like,
all of the wide receiver threes essentially were bad. I'm trying to think of a good one off the top of my head, and it seems like a lot of them were letdowns in general.
Yeah, Diggs Diggs finally gets a touchdown. Didn't matter. Need JMO to do his thing this week. Looking to see if I find any questions here. It was Allen, CMC, Manungai, T, London Bowers that was the nuts. So Allen only outscored Drake May by like a point or like half a point. Like, and that's kind of what we're getting at. Like, unless you have the absolute smash, you just need to correlate a bunch of points. Like, you have to have the RB1, exactly as Candyman said. It's just easier to get more points at running back than it is at wide receiver. But this does kind of feel like I said it last week, I felt like there was a decent chance that it could be a wide receiver week. And it lined up to where it could have been if you took the right guys. But Manungai being drafted all the time and getting 20 points made that really hard. And the fact that the two wide receivers that smashed, the fact that CMC smashed meant that it wasn't going to be that way because of the Jamar Chase. Like, you needed one of the back end to outscore CMC for that to matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy's pretty smart.
Yeah, that guy knows some stuff. I knew the lineup because I had Allen, Henderson, JT, London, Adams. Okay. Yeah, I was golden until the Bowers smash, and I had 30% and lost because of that. How many teams this season have been best ball stacking the position this year? Imagine taking AFC East. Yeah. What's up, Paulino? Yeah, so let's go back to this a little bit, and we didn't really talk about the middle wide receivers.
Sure.
So we got JSN, Puka, Amon-Ra. Like, we agree that they're the top, assuming Puka plays, right? Like, I know you said you're going to fade him, but I think you could even agree that he should go up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty in on Puka.
Because essentially, after Devontae Adams like Buka range, the floor is zeros.
Lava. The floor is lava.
The floor is lava. It's do you chase Marvin Harrison's Marvin Harrison? I think is a guy to chase up a little bit. I think Olave could be interesting. And then if you scroll down just a little bit more on wide receiver, there's like two other names that I'm thinking of we haven't seen yet that I put him right up there in the category with like as high as Nico Collins even. If you scroll down just a little bit on the wide receiver there.
I love what Pepper Tony's been saying, by the way. Puka Nakua, as in Q tag.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so great.
I just injuries. So like after Olave, who are like the next?
Yeah,
inside the top 36 kind of guys.
That's a player I'm very in on this week. So the players I'm in on, we'll go ahead and remove this down here. I kind of like Waddle more than Nico this week. Like, I do not like. I'm assuming Stroud doesn't play.
I don't really like either one of them. More than like to draft them ahead. It depends on 23 is if it's a 6-man, 23 is fine. 12-man, I'd probably be looking at other positions there in punting.
Yes, I agree. Like in a 12-man, I would want to try to lock up like a Laporta or a Kincaid.
A tight end or a QB already.
Or a QB.
Like I like the Olave or like Jordan Addison.
That's what I like. That range where it's like Olave, Addison, JMO. I'm more interested in going for those upsides than just being content with forcing a ADP that's Waddle. I think Zay Flowers is fine, but I want him stacked.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like I'm also in on Debo and Juwan Jennings.
I don't know about Juwan. I mean, Juwan. I was advocating Juwan Jennings last week, and I think it's fine.
I mean, if Purdy comes back, I think we're gonna see some fireworks there.
Who's? I can't believe Slayton's right there.
Purdy's
Who's below
coming back.
Slayton?
Do what?
Who's right below Slayton? Because I can't believe there's Darius Slayton that actually has an ADP of 35, but it's like borderline.
Demario Douglas.
Yeah, I mean, it gets pretty
like
ugly
Tez.
in this range really
Torrey
quickly,
Horton?
surprisingly.
Like, so Shaheed isn't being drafted. He's out.
I think because he got traded this week, like probably Jacoby's the same. Like
you can't
on
draft him.
underdog, yeah, they won't count. Like when Flacco got traded, remember?
Oh, yeah. Jacoby's not on the.
Or he's not on the slate, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I would absolutely be in on him.
Or wait, no, Jacoby should be on the slate.
No, they play. They play London or whatever. There's the Indy. Is it Indy Jags?
No,
is that who it is?
Jacksonville, Houston. Parker Washington's right there.
Oh yeah. What's the Indy game? The Indy game's the early game. Atlanta. That's it. Yeah, I think it's Indy and Atlanta, or Atlanta and somebody.
Yeah, it's Indiana.
Falcons Colts is the international game. Yeah. What about DJ Moore? Do you want to chase his one good game?
I think he's okay to like mix in, but I wouldn't really like
nah, not so much
bag at all.
Yeah. And I agree
what
that
about
Harrison is a fine pick.
I'm pretty good.
Jacoby, he has a real quarterback now. Don't forget.
I totally get that. I just wonder on the
matchup's not great.
Like I don't like. Yeah, they have a good defense, but I do think that this is going to be a different Seattle team. I think they're going to go out firing this week. They did last week. I think they're going to do it again. Sort of like McMillan with 23 team total, getting first read volume. I'm not going to have 0 McMillan, but I don't like it. I would prefer Diggs to him. I would prefer Rome to him. Do you guys like Zay Flowers at all?
Only stacked.
Yeah. Same. Only stacked.
I agree there.
That's kind of where I get to with any of these names, where I could even say like, DJ Moore, sure, but what about? And it sounds crazy, but like Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus is an equally good option stacked up if you're going to go the Caleb Williams route, if you want to do double stack or something crazy. Any other name in this range, I'm looking for guys who are healthy, who have scored a touchdown in the last 3 weeks, or who have caught more than 5 balls in a given game in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm just looking for guys who are actually relevant right now in the middle of the season. And a lot of times it's just coming down to health, because we have all these big name guys who are injured that you kind of want to avoid. And I think at anything past 36, honestly, for purely for the wide receivers, I'm surprised. Jordan Addison's like a 35, and then there's just after that it's just like no names.
I kind of agree with it. Like so having unstacked Zay is probably way less owned as well. And like I would absolutely put Zay Flowers on a Jackson Dart team and just have both unstacked. Like I could see that. And then if he outscores Lamar by a point, that could be the difference. Dart, right? And I could absolutely see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, he could get there.
I'm not saying I don't love Zay, but I prefer him stacked like everybody, but I do think
it could be a
want
good
to
way
mix
to
him
get
in at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you guys think about Garrett Wilson if he plays?
I want no Jets. If
I'm
the Jets
out.
if the Jets bury me, the Jets bury me.
Yeah, he
I
was
think
like the only
the
good
implied
piece
team
when he was
total is so
healthy.
low that it's just like if we're hunting touchdowns in a half-point PPR format, then it's just tough.
Yeah, this is
He
absolutely
was
true.
good for a while, but it's been a little while.
Yeah, even when Ted scored 2 touchdowns, he didn't crack 18 points.
Only 2. He was out.
Who? Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he was
I know,
pretty
but
good when
he was good
Like-
when he was active.
Oh no, he was really good for the first few weeks, but everything.
yeah, the matchups horrible.
The matchups bad. They're being really stupid with the quarterback. They literally just traded their entire defense away. The other team has an awesome RB, right? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't see the game script at all. The other team's defensive line is insane. Their offensive line hasn't been playing well. So even if they do have the ball, they're just going to get sacked over and over again.
Spam it to Garrett Wilson trying to catch up.
Yeah. All right. So Matt says, thoughts on trading Rico? Started talking to a guy who said he'd need a wide receiver in return. I kind of like Rico the rest of the year. They have a really good They have a really good schedule. The Panthers do. They have a game versus the. They have a one good defense they play the rest of the year, I think. And I think that let's look up the Panthers schedule, or I'll look.
Week 17 is the Seahawks.
That's the one. So your finals, it's the bad, but they play like the Bucks, the Falcons, and a bunch of those teams, like their division, which is all bad defenses. So yeah, I think there's a lot, like a decent amount of wide receivers that you can take. So let's just go and look at what the top 24 are. So that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this many get drafted every time in Dog Bowl, no matter what.
Yeah, and I think scroll to about halfway on that always gets drafted list. If you scroll up to once you get to Nico Collins, between that down to me, I think we need to be very selective. Like Marvin Harrison to me, Waddle, and then once you get to once you get past Jamison Williams and Addison, it's just anything goes. It's just go for the stack, the correlation.
Yeah, and so down here, Jerry Judy's down here. That's ugly.
Undraftable.
Like Parker Washington, I don't hate.
His score is so low, but we've seen him have good games. I'm curious what that looks like now with Jacoby Myers there.
Yeah, and
his volume's decent, right?
It is decent. The ceiling's not even that good though. Unless you're in a PPR format.
He's their number one.
Jags.
I mean, he had 8 catches, 90 yards last week.
Right. Yeah, he's their number one, and BTJ is hurt. I don't know if he's going to miss, but he's hurt.
But Jacoby will be there is the thing.
Jacoby will be there. Absolutely.
That's the issue.
Bears at home, I'm not feeling strongly about it. Giants have some nice moments. Yeah, I'm going to bet the over on that. I've already bet the over on that game. I think it's 48.
It was pretty low. It was
46 and a half.
ESPN says 47.5. I guess I was feeling like it was lower than that. I guess that just is speaking to both offenses and the defenses kind of being
Devonta Smith or Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm thinking the Chicago game is going to be cold and rainy either way. I want Devonta Smith because he's been the best wide receiver on the Eagles lately.
Yeah,
for literally the last 21 games. So, yeah, we all agree it would be Devonta Smith. Wan'Dale does have a really good matchup. I will agree. And the weather. Let me look up the weather real quick.
Quick question: how many Heismans does Wan'Dale have?
Enough.
Yeah, you're talking about the greatest college receiver of all time.
Yeah, Devonta Smith, never forget. I mean,
Yeah. He was so good.
just
in
I feel
college.
like his single game upside is just almost as high as it can get. And it doesn't always show because he's on the Eagles and the low passing volume
Maybe I'm less in on that Chicago game. Apparently there's a chance of snow.
that's all right. I
Yeah,
understand.
like snow is better than rain, honestly. Like I would like snow, like as long as it's not like buckets of snow, right? Like if it's just like flurries and stuff, it doesn't matter.
So I guess that means do you scroll down to Singletary or Tyrone Tracy?
I mean, if we're doing that scroll, like, and that's the next one. Like, so those last receivers look pretty ugly. I am not going to lie about that. So there's
Yeah, like
10.
right after like you said, the Addison JMO tier. Like after those guys go, then you're kind of cooked.
So if everybody flexes a running back, it goes all the way down to Jordan Mason, and that's with Aaron Jones being drafted. Travion Henderson's probably a really good pick right now. If he's that late in dog bowl, I'm sure that maybe we could just look at the dog bowl.
Montgomery is a pretty nice pick there too. He goes super late.
Yeah, I like Montgomery a lot this week. I feel like they might just kind of beat down the Commanders.
I took him in my one that I've done. All right, so Matt, to go on to his question earlier, wide receivers are Wilson, Waddle, MHA, Debo, Franklin. Was thinking of pairing someone with Tracy to see if he's open to that.
He's trying to get Rico Dowdle.
I would try to pair. I don't know about you guys, but I think I'd try to pair Debo because we don't know. Like I think Debo's been really good this year, but MHA's kind of on the rise. Waddle's been awesome since Tyreek's been hurt. Wilson, who know? Like I doubt anybody wants Wilson right now. Like
right, given the injury, I think both Garrett Wilson and Debo are worth pairing with Tracy to get Rico Dowdle. Given the name value that you like of a Garrett Wilson or a Debo, you should be able to get it done with one of those two guys.
You might be able to get it for just Wilson.
Yeah, honestly, straight up.
Like if you,
but also Tracy's worthless, so might as well move him.
Yeah, I would rather trade probably Debo and Tracy.
Yeah,
I think Debo with Mariota all year is like, you know, I think you're kind of getting out while the value's still somewhat there, even though his value's fallen a little.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Is that it should be, like I would like. I think Debo's the safer play than Wilson, but Wilson offers like league winning upside as well if he does come back and they do stick with Fields, which is wild to say. Actually, yeah, he had good games with both, but he just has to be healthy, number one. But Debo, like, there's a chance that team kind of implodes as well. So I would try to get rid of Debo myself to get Rico for sure.
Yeah. The Commanders are going the wrong direction. But so are the Jets.
So is Swift leverage being a later pick? I mean, it could be because he was questionable to play. Like I kind of expect DeAndre Swift to play this week.
If Swift plays,
he expects to play this week.
He's a very good play.
Yeah, I think. That's a very good pick right there.
Essentially, regardless of what happened last week with Monangai getting 29 touches, Swift is a top 12 running back on the season with one of the most consistent floors and has been scoring like, you know, his ceiling is good enough. I feel like Swift takes back some of that volume, which is crazy that Monangai was able to get 29 touches in one game. Just the whole game script would happen. They're not going to play the Bengals every week. But Swift, if he gets 20 touches this week back, expect him to put up 18 to 24 points. And I think he's one of the guys that has the ability to put up a 30-point game. We haven't seen it yet, but he's like knocking on the door. He has a very similar profile, the way he's used when he's healthy, to, you could say, Dowdle. You could say he's very similar to Kyron, if not better. He's very similar to maybe not as used as Javonte Williams in terms of like Javonte's been getting more touchdowns, but he's kind of that every down back. Monangai does, like, he's viable, so like there is more of a threat now, but I feel like is the perfect time to capitalize on a cheap DeAndre Swift, who until last week was one of these guys that's going like very undervalued as a top 12 running back who's just like dominating their touches on their team.
Yeah, he was. But Monangai, before the Swift injury, was starting to eat into the workload just a little bit. And he had a really good game last week. I think they go with kind of a split backfield for sure. I think both of them are draftable. I think both of them could put up a decent amount of points. We've seen in Dog Bowl that you don't necessarily need, like, if they both have 60 yards and one of them gets 2 touchdowns, that could be the guy you need. It just kind of matters. Like, I could see that exact scenario happening. Both of them have about 60 yards. One of them gets both touchdowns. As Cooler just saying, it becomes like a Walker Charbonnet thing.
I don't think we're there yet. I honestly don't think we're there yet to call it like a Walker Charbonnet thing, because I think Charbonnet has been getting a lot more usage. I mean, the 29 touches in 1 week is like a total spike anomaly type thing. I feel like we're having some recency bias to think that continues, but at the same time, like, it is impressive.
Well, do you guys
I think Swift, like Swift, I mean, his volume wasn't super high beforehand, and he's put up like over 20, twice before he got injured, like in the last couple of weeks before he got injured. And I don't think he needs the crazy volume to get there. Like I could see him pretty easy over like Brees, Bucky. I could see him over them pretty easy. Like,
I mean, I could see
wait, where's
Isaiah? I could see Isaiah Davis. Isaiah Davis may be a really good pick.
Where is Swift right now? He's behind Monangai.
They're back to
behind Bucky. He's behind Brees. I would put Swift ahead of Judkins. I'd put him. I think actually that's, and then
you put him above Judkins
because of the matchup. Maybe not, but he is more efficient per touch, and the touches aren't that different, and the Browns aren't that good. The Bears are a better offense.
I get that,
but that volume.
One guy like Judkins to me is an absolute clear pick over him. Bucky,
I don't think the volume's that different.
I mean, he got injured that. Yeah, I guess it's
25, 23, 21 in games that were like close or winning. I think they're going to be close and winning in this game.
Swift is averaging 17 touches a game, and Judkins is averaging 18.5. But Swift gets about 0.87 fantasy points per touch, and Judkins is at 0.7. So Swift is like a whole grouping higher in terms of his per touch efficiency and for fantasy points. And they both have 5 touchdowns. So it really comes down to his yards. So DeAndre Swift has about 100 more yards on the season.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a better offense is I think why, because when Monangai had the opportunity, I think Monangai can be good. I chalk that up to it's because they faced the Bengals, and the Bears offense is very capable of establishing the run, and I mean their whole offense went off except for Rome, right?
Yeah. So with the touches, if you look at Judkins here, this was the very first game. Like, he didn't even have the playbook basically, and he had 10.
Yeah.
And then this week he got hurt. So like
there's 2 games that kind of
those 2 games. So if you look at the games that he was a full go, 18, 21, 23, 12, because they were getting, well, I don't remember what that game was, but Pittsburgh. Oh, that game was ugly. And And then the Miami where he was very inefficient. Honestly, he just got the 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Uh,
If we expect Judkins to touch the ball 20 times, you'd expect to get about 14 points. If Swift touched the ball 20 times, you'd expect him to put up about 18 points. So he's just a little bit more efficient. But like you said, does Monaghan
There's
cut
a
into that
volume
workload?
risk,
For
right?
Judkins, he kind of has been dominating,
Yeah.
but he also is coming off an injury for himself. So maybe,
this
this
is how I feel about it. Swift seems like big play hunting right now. Would you think Fun Guy had earned a role no matter what? That's kind of like, but they were using Swift at the goal line because Swift's bigger than people think. And he actually ran with some power this year, which he's never done before. Here's my question: like, I'm out on Brees, and I think Judkins should be up here. And Bucky's really hard to get to until we know for sure he's going to play.
yeah, Bucky's nothing.
Like between Monungai, Swift, I think we know where Candyman lands, but Walker, ETN, Montgomery, and Rashad White. Because I'm kind of leaning.
Not interesting.
I'm kind of leaning he's not going to play.
Yeah, I'm out on Bucky. He even when he played, he was not very efficient. He was a volume play. Same thing with Ken Walker. Ken Walker's a volume play, and he's not even getting the full volume, so he's not very interesting in my opinion. And the Seahawks are we thought they're going to be a run heavy team. They're actually a really good passing team.
Yeah, and
that'd be Demon or Rashad over
I love
Ken
Demon.
Yeah, I actually expect the Seahawks to be well ahead and running a lot. I don't hate that pick. I think ETN's like by far the worst of this group for the picks. Myself against
I think
Houston,
Walker might be the worst.
Yeah, I mean we could all.
I don't.
Walker's worse than ETN for sure. I think, and
really?
then
you got a higher game total. You have a higher team total as well.
It's a bad matchup for ETN for sure, but the Texans are down so bad with Davis Mills. Can a team just come in there and play ultra conservative and win that game? Yes. And does that mean like running the ball 40 times? It could be.
Yeah, well,
especially if BTJ's
we're
out.
talking about dog bowl, so both of them are going to be 100% owned.
True.
Yeah, and I think like Rashad White is the play here because even if Bucky plays, Bucky's probably going to get the interior runs versus New England, and that's not how you do it.
I feel like Rashad White hasn't been good since the first week he took over.
He had 2 down weeks, but he had 21 and 16.
21 was the week he took over.
Yeah.
I mean, the offense as a whole has been kind of down the last 2 games, right? I mean, Detroit, like, they got shut down completely. New Orleans, that was kind of a slow-paced game.
Baker has not played that well the last couple of weeks.
Right.
But he had a bye week. He's going to I said this 2 weeks ago because I petitioned to get Baker, and it was wrong in our dog bowl because I said he wouldn't have a second bad game. He did. He had a really bad game. But now he had a bye week.
Well, I think the bigger thing too is Amika was playing through that injury. Well, and like now he's going to be another week healthier. Right? The bye week probably helped that a lot.
But Baker was just missing the throws. Like they were there, like both weeks. But I agree with Hartman. I think Montgomery is kind of the target in this area.
Yes, I think Montgomery is like the last running back I'm comfortable even drafting. ETN's maybe, but like once we get past Montgomery, I don't even want one of these guys. Like I think they're it's so bad that if you haven't gotten your running backs early, you might as well try something else.
Aaron Jones did not practice, and Jordan Mason goes at like the very, very end of drafts. Zach Charbonnet.
I love Jordan Mason. We haven't seen anything.
I'm just like showing what is down here, like in case, like as gross as it is, like you don't want Isaiah Davis because the Cleveland defense, but he's down there.
DeMarcado is actually kind of interesting. The way they just
that's the other one is DeMarcado because Benson I think is
there. He's no way
he's officially out already. or it's showing.
With DeMarcado, the hope is just that they do
Yeah.
give him a lot of touches and small sample size, but he's been pretty good, and we know he's active in the passing game.
And,
So if
and
they
he has,
consolidate around him,
it looks like he hasn't been drafted. He hasn't been drafted a single time.
that's kind of crazy, actually.
So like that is big leverage, and we're 20. Let me look. Refresh 25% through the contest. So
I would
even if he gets drafted every time from now on, like because I think he would have some sort of an ADP. He'd say 72 if he'd been drafted once, right? So I think that's how that works. So Bam Knight is also. I don't like the matchup there, but that is leverage. Like if you get a JSN team or whatever, like pulling this lever in the last round.
Bam Knight, I'm a little less interested in.
Me too. I'm just throwing out
Yeah.
options at the end. Devin Neal, I'm not in on either, but Kamara looked really bad the last couple weeks. The last 4 weeks, he's looked very, very bad.
And it would be so out of left field if Devin Neal came on and did something. Like he's not.
Yeah.
He's not even registering in like
He's
anything.
Yeah, he's somebody I'm taking in fourth quarters because I think that by then he'll do something. But in this,
Kamara's been bad, but like there's just no volume to even go around. Right?
But
Like
they can't
running.
move. They're going through different quarterbacks. They have a guy who's on his third game in the NFL. They just traded away Shaheed. Like, I don't see why they would be playing. Like, and this isn't for this contest. I'm not gonna say we should take Devin Neal, but in theory, they should be playing Devin Neal over Kamara for the most part because what is playing Kamara going to do for you? You're not going to get to evaluate anything.
All of this deep diving into the running backs has further solidified my mind that it's such a 101 McCaffrey week. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I think
it's so far and ahead. Like
I think
other running backs available, it's not even close.
Yeah, I think you want one of these top down to. I think even down to like if you could get 2 down to Judkins, you absolutely smash it. Like no matter what. Like I think pushing the wide receiver is the play. Walker gets taken at 36. I'm kind of like or 34. I'm not completely out on Walker. I think that's a fine place. Tyrone Tracy, like I'm kind of out on. Where is Singletary goes at the end as well. All right, Name has a question for us. Give Sam Darnold and RJ Harvey and Alec Pierce for Jonathan Taylor. If you can get Jonathan Taylor, you get Jonathan Taylor. That's how this works.
I'd give up anything for Jonathan Taylor at this point.
I would give up a lot for Jonathan Taylor, and that is not a lot. That is some.
Yeah, you're crushing him in that.
Yeah, you would be crushing. We all agreed pretty easily. That doesn't mean we're right, but we think we're right.
Yeah, Giant Taylor could always get hurt next week, but other than that, it's probably going to be the right call.
I haven't drafted him this week, so he's not going to get hurt. Because I can't. I'm not doing that. Like I don't have access to him. Etienne Walker Demont is the tier I do not want to be picking below. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think you take a running back early and then take one other position and then a second running back. Like I'll show you my original dog bowl.
I feel like the problem with Etienne and Walker, Etienne and Walker have no ceiling. Like they just don't get there. At least Demont has had a performance where he puts up almost 30 points. We've seen Ken Walker's best game was 18. Travis Etienne's best game was 19, and neither of those were very recent. So it's like for those guys, for me, it's like you're asking for their very best game, and you're not even getting a slate breaker. You're getting some guy who's like, at best, a top kind of 6 option. And if you factor in the wide receivers, like probably top 15 on their best case.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I don't know, like Walker at any point could get a 14 point play. Like Like that, he has
Not
that in
this
his head.
season.
I mean, just because he hasn't done it doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability.
It's kind of bizarre
Like-
because like I would expect more, but he really I don't think he's had that many big plays.
Yeah, I don't. Well, let's go look at your favorite tool. Let's go look
Let's
at
look.
explosive rating.
Oh
Right?
hell yeah, explosive rating in season.
Oh, I assume they have it activated during the season, right?
I think so.
Probably.
100, number 8.
Is this the current season though?
Yeah, he was actually bad last year at being explosive. It was low last year, like during the summer.
So
Hmm.
rushing, like the thing is he's explosive backwards sometimes. So
Here I'm looking it up too. His 20-yard plus runs on my end. I've got Walker at. I'm scrolling down because I can't even find his name.
What's
He's
the
only got
explosive
5
rating?
runs of 20+ yards.
I think explosive runs are considered like 10
10,
plus.
yeah, a little bit lower threshold.
Like passes are 20, and so efficiency.
The yards created per touch is kind of damning.
Yeah, I mean, how the fact that he goes backwards like ruins a lot of his stats. And in my opinion, is why he doesn't get a whole lot of red zone work.
And honestly, it comes down to touchdowns. He's got 3 touchdowns this season. That's awful.
Yeah, and I'm not like
Just like ETN.
I'm in on the cooler side of this to where it's like he's a fine pick, but I don't like the pick, but I understand why it could work.
Yeah,
Right.
I could see it because he always can bust a big play, but it's just like the last couple weeks they've really been cutting his volume most. Like he's only had like he had 10, 10, 11 carries, and then he had 1 week in there, so it was 10, 10, 17, 11.
The thing that sucks is that they're literally pulling him at the goal line every time. Like
Yeah, it's so
last
annoying.
week, he
Losing the high
finally
value.
last week he finally got it inside the 5 carry. He gets to the half-yard line. They pull him to give AJ Barner a rushing touchdown. Like,
Yeah, that and then Charbonnet is like the short yardage guy.
right.
Charbonnet has half the yardage and twice the touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are correct. Like it's not confirmed, but it feels very like he hasn't practiced yet. So this is the team I drafted early. I picked it at 10, and I tried to push. There were 4 running backs I really liked, and Jefferson at the tier. And I took Jefferson hoping that one of the 4 RBs came back, and both guys went RB, 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 RB.
Yeah,
Right.
you walk out.
I got locked out. So I just took Jackson Dart ahead of Drake May, ahead of everybody else, because I wanted to try to build this out. Like I was hoping I could get Monungai or Swift back around, and neither one of them came back around. So, so I ended up with this. Like, and I just pulled David Montgomery up and took I took Wandell then, and I got Alvin Kamara all the way down to like 57 or 58. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't love the Mark Andrews pick. I don't like this team. Like, let's be honest. I'm just showing you like what happened at the end of it because I pushed running back completely.
Let's what do you say we get into one and see if we can improve?
Yeah,
I think we've talked through it. I think we're ready.
Yeah, let's do this.
And then also, I mean, how long do these things take to fill at midnight Eastern?
Right. We got 5. Go Arizona Cards. I'm sure we'll jump in. I'm sure a couple of people will do these. But yeah, I don't as a slate this week. I'm actually not a big fan of the slate so far this week.
Well, there's so many like special. I mean, there's the special game of the Sunday morning game right in Berlin. That just takes one more game off the slate, and then there's the 4 teams on bye, so it's pretty thin.
Is it just better if you don't get the CMC card? You go wide receiver RB. I personally, I don't know what they're going to say, but I think you take an RB all the way down to Dowdle without even looking at the wide receivers. Like I would even say down to Kyron. I think you want one of the guys down to Kyron. I think there's a gigantic cliff. Like, I kind of think Judkins is up there, but I think you want one of those guys for sure.
The
So
floor on the wide receivers has been so low. Once you get past, I mean, Justin Jefferson's fine. Devontae Adams is usually fine. Mika Egbuka he's kind of the first one where it's like Mika Egbuka onward, the floor could just be nothing.
By the way, we're waiting on 2 since you guys can't see it. Waiting
But
on
that does
2.
make some kind of sense though. It's like if you don't get one of the top 5 receivers, and you don't, I mean,
yeah, no, like I think there's a gigantic cliff at Jefferson as well. Like there's a big cliff here.
Devontae's fine.
I think Devontae's fine still.
No, he's fine, but he's not Jefferson, Amon, Puka, or JSN. Like in my
what's Jefferson been like?
Jefferson's issue is the touchdowns, right? The yardage, the targets is all there. It's can they generate? But it's Baltimore, so that's kind of a nice matchup, right?
Yeah. They're going to get pushed this week. That's the thing. Like and Baltimore's defense is improved, but they're not great yet. So I do think that's kind of why I'm in on Derrick Henry a little bit this week. I'm fine not taking him, but I'm not going to have a bunch of them, but I'll have some because I definitely see the game script to where Baltimore's up by 7 to 10 points the whole game, and the Vikings are doing just enough to kind of keep the game close, but they're running the ball down their throat and can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and I mean, I just don't think Jefferson, like, he hasn't really shown spikes like Devontae at all.
This is what I'm doing. I'm actually doing a lot of double stack Lions in my 6-mans. I'm going to have every combination of the 6-man Lions other than Tesla and Montgomery. I'll probably take a Montgomery team, but like I've already built a JMO Laporta team. I've built a Gibbs Laporta team. Built an Amon-Ra Laporta. I actually have an Amon-Ra Gibbs, which is a little harder to get. Like I've only done like 14 drafts, and I've got all of those. Like I'm making a stand on the Lions this week.
Sure.
Like I really, Hartman's happy to hear it. Actually, he's probably not because that means one of the Lions getting hurt.
No,
sorry,
it better not be that.
Sorry, Hartman. Sorry.
Nah, it's hard to really pay up for the Lions sometimes. They just spread the ball so much. I think like the Laporta, Montgomery are the ones I like the most. Maybe the JMO scroll or JMO and 12-man.
And I feel like the Lions are a team where it's like you could just draft 3 Lions out of your 6 players and be like just a total team stack, and that could be super viable. The hard part is figuring out which Lions to pick because they're all so the ability for anyone in that offense to score a touchdown has historically been like Laporta, JMO, Amon-Ra, Demont, Gibbs. You could throw in like a wild card, like a Tesla or something, right? But that hasn't really been a thing lately. But just, I mean, is it a JMO week? Is it a Laporta week? Montgomery week? There's so many options. But I feel like they are a team you want to team stack and just be like they are going to generate the most points on a given week, and that's kind of like the bet you make on the Lions. So when I think of Lions, I think of taking like 2 of them or 3 of them, especially with the stack, like in third one being Goff, versus just like throwing in one by themselves.
Yeah, my first one was a donation. Like I always do one by myself, and if we do our show, like if I'm doing the show, I do this one as well. But yeah, so rest of season, let's rank QJ.
Quentin Johnston or Quinshon Judkins?
I mean, I'm gonna like QJ is Quentin Johnston because he was there first.
Sure,
the big Q.
Yeah. The other guy's name, like he's good enough. We can actually call him by his actual name, Judkins. QJ was never there.
Wide receiver 48.
No way.
45.
Okay, that's fair.
I was going to say like 30, 32, 33. Probably
He's currently wide receiver 16 on the season. But if you look at just like the last, let's say, for like the last 4 weeks, given he still hasn't had a bye, and I guess I could be filtering to fantasy points per game, but
55-6. Like
he's been bad lately.
Yeah,
like
right?
him and Keenan, like every week they're possible, right? Like your test is Justin Herbert. Like I don't want to put you too low. You've been successful with Justin Herbert. Gadsden really has made QJ, and like Gadsden is really bad for
For Quentin Johnson. If
for
Quentin Johnson's
Keenan
wide receiver
specifically.
45 rest of season, where's Romadunze Hartman?
Well, we got shafted.
Hey.
Like we got pick 11, and it is really ugly down here. This is kind of where I was at the last time. Like these drafts do not feel good. So we got Coolers at the 106, and Gunner.
What is Gunner doing in here? He already has a ticket
at the 4. Good for him. Win another one.
No, I'm just kidding.
We got Mazzone at the 12. Like it. I think is Buddy Man part of your flock? I don't know. But yeah, like we were talking, like the players you want. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So pick 11 is Jefferson. So it's either you take an elite there, you bring up Judkins. Like I think I'm fine bringing up Judkins to guarantee one.
55-60, bro. QJ rest of season, like,
Well,
it's bad with Gadsden, but he's easily top 40.
but so like what pick would that be like in a draft? That'd be like round 6 or something. Round 7.
A top 40 wide receiver? It'd be like
top. Yeah,
round
no,
7,
it's not.
maybe.
It's not number 32. I'm not saying he's number 32. He's number 32 at receiver. That would be wide receiver 32 was like round 8, 9.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if I was saying like he's a top 40 wide receiver, let's be generous and call him like 32, 35, like who Hames was saying. Essentially, his 82 would be like 80.
Right. Like he would be drafted around where Cooper Kupp was drafted, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, all preseason.
So like even in his worst case scenario, he's paying off here.
Hey, well, we got bailed out a little bit. Lamar went. That's a pick that we had no interest in, right?
I don't love that we're at pick 11 and you can get Jansen right now at pick 7.
Yeah.
That
no, like
crazy.
it picking at 10, 11, and 12 are really, really bad this week.
What? Puka goes ahead of JSN? What planet?
I'm kind of like I actually kind of like Puka more than JSN this week.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
He's always
hurt.
like
Puka is always hurt.
He's always hurt, and he always puts up 12 receptions.
Okay, we have a good shot at either a Monra or
he just went.
No, like this is exactly what happens. So we're Kyron or Jefferson.
I'd be Kyron.
H-Han just went.
H-Han.
Wait.
Did he go?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he went.
The last pick.
He went 2.
Oh, he went 2. Sorry. Henry just went.
Kyron or Jefferson?
I'm Jefferson.
Really? Okay.
I'd be Kyron.
What?
Yeah.
I need to record this.
Okay. We just let the face decide, and my finger slipped off the mouse. So,
ooh.
Like, hopefully, Mazzone doesn't go double wide receiver here. If he does, looks like we're trying to get David Montgomery or double running back. I mean, I would love to get like.
Yeah, I'm cool with either Kyron, Quinshon, or Swift at this position.
I do. I definitely want one of these two over Swift. So
I would lean Kyron just a game.
I mean, we were between those two, and we got both of them. I think that's.
I think that works out nice.
Yeah,
I think Jefferson was. To me, it was just like a tier break. It was getting close to that tier break.
I think there's kind of a tier break there. Like, I think I like Judkins a little more than Kyron overall, but I don't know how often.
The
I
Rams
think
are
this
just a way
game
better
environment-
team. The Rams are so much of a better team than the Browns that I think that's the tiebreak for me. And then Kyron gets more touches per game and is more efficient, scores more touchdowns. I'm still definitely Kyron over Judkins. The question just becomes, is Judkins healthy? Is Kyron losing snaps?
So how about this? Will QJ push a team to the finals? QJ's live to go for 21 points any week.
Yeah,
That's the thing. That's why I said
he's really
30,
good in
32.
basketball.
He's attached to Justin Herbert, who is, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the league this year.
Whoa.
Not your own boy.
And what?
Patty
in what,
Mahomes,
in
he's
what
been
format?
carrying.
Is this a like California quarterback format, or like what are we talking about? What's the parameters here?
Yeah, no, I think he's the best quarterback right
He's
now.
the best quarterback in the state of California.
For
Doesn't
fantasy.
Los Angeles Rams.
We're talking for fantasy. He's the best in my opinion right now.
Why
where
over
you
Mahomes?
where you drafted him and all that.
Bro, he's not even the best quarterback in LA.
I disagree.
Well, if you're saying for where you drafted him, I mean, I'd rather have Stafford at.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was joking, but I'm also dead serious. Yo, what up, Chris B? How we doing, brother?
Chris.
Yeah,
Chris B.
Yes.
It's been a hell of a week. I hope you're doing well, my Jets fan.
Oh yeah,
hell of a week. But hey, the future.
Are you happy? Are you happy with the Jets?
No, I'm genuinely curious, Chris B. Do you like the trades? Because a lot of first round draft picks going forward, that's practically gold. But it's gonna take a while, right? It's a 2-year rebuild.
It is.
And what if AD Mitchell's actually good? He can always separate. Now they got to play him. They don't have anyone else.
Well, he's perfect because he's going to get a bunch of yards, make him look good, and throw the ball away at the goal.
The Jets have never had a wide receiver too. I will say that. Not since Elijah Moore.
Yeah, and the 3 first rounders. I mean, future's looking. Future's looking bright.
Tyreek Hill went. Tyreek Hill went. This might get tossed.
Who was the last team to get all those first round picks? The Texans from the Browns. I mean, who else?
The Jets had something similar a couple of years ago.
Historically, teams with the multitude of first round picks, it pays off pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I'm fairly positive this draft's getting thrown out.
Why is that? Just because of the hill?
I mean, you have to scroll down to get him.
Yeah.
If you type in Scadaboo, it's all the way down there and it has an out tag.
So if you draft Hill because he's already out, you get a swap or no? You can't swap.
No swap.
So yeah, that's not great. Let's see what he does next. I didn't catch that until
they took Lamar. Yeah, this is getting tossed. I will probably just copy this board and send it to Brett, honestly. And then we could just do another one. And if it doesn't get tossed, that's fine. I like this. I like taking
is this a drafter who just does not know ball?
I mean,
the Hills.
There's an out tag on him, and you had to go look for him. If you know who Tyreek Hill is and you went to look for him, how do you not know he's not hurt? Right?
I mean, it is midnight on the East Coast. People tend to drink.
He's gonna draft OJ Simpson.
If the rest are good, will they toss it? Because Lamar's not that crazy.
I don't know. No, you're right. Because
Tyreek Hill is absurd. Unless you just don't know that he's out.
Well, Rashad's
that is such a wild pick. Who had not me. Yeah,
shows that.
Maybe he meant to drive Ricky Person, right? All right, so running backs that are available here. Demont is available. Kyle Menengai is available. Trayvon's available. Wide receivers, Debo,
I would be Marvin Harrison over all of these receivers, and then
Do we want
I,
running back?
I'm pretty interested in Marvin Harrison here, but
Yeah, I'm okay with Marvin Harrison too.
what the drafter at the 12 spot? What's their current roster? Do they have any
don't
running
have
back?
any RBs.
But can you
We're just taking Harrison.
Yeah, I was gonna say if like we could play like the long game and just be like, what do we think they'll do at running back? Because if they take Demont and Monangai here, I'd be kind of inclined
That's
to
probably what they're gonna do.
pivot and go tight end or quarterback now. How many?
Like we already have said that we would like to get we're kind of setting up for a bad quarterback at this point.
Who did they take? They took
they took Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, so we could just take Demont. I think we do that.
I'm cool with
that.
Demont. He's probably my favorite here. It just comes down to what we're going to do at quarterback and tight end the rest of the draft because it's our last two picks.
We can figure that out.
McCarthy.
I was gonna say it's JJ McCarthy or Brissett, right? We're already set up for the ugly quarterback.
I think it's Brissett. Or JJ, but the passing volume with JJ has been so low. Brissett actually gets some passing volume, right?
The Baltimore at least you hope puts up points, makes them throw, right?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. And we could absolutely go
JJ McCarthy.
Brissett and then Likely. I know you weren't in on Likely, but he had 60 yards last week. It would be a little bit of a. No, that's not right. That's not who they play. Oh yeah,
no, that's the
that was this
Vikings.
game. Yeah, yeah. Well, AJ Gardner's way down there, right?
Yeah,
he's hurt though.
So what? Can you go back to QB for a second?
I mean this is going to change a lot, I'm sure.
What about right? Because we don't know if Mac Jones is starting.
Yeah.
If we could get Stafford, that'd be pretty nice. I don't think he'll be there, but
Stafford to Kyron.
He done it twice the last time against the Niners, right?
Yeah,
that was the one.
Yeah, Bonnie in the fourth seemed really good. Tyreek Hill in the second, not so good. This is not egregious other than Tyreek Hill.
So Brissett's last 3 games, 44 attempts, 36 attempts, 31 attempts. And then I just know anecdotally, JJ McCarthy, and of course, I think that's because the comparison is they have a similar rushing upside. JJ McCarthy's never had more than 21 attempts in a game.
Yeah.
Or no, he had 25. Sorry, forgive me. He had 25 last game, but only 14 completions. So it's I think, of course, we've got Justin Jefferson, but I just wonder. It seems like McCarthy's ceiling is artificially lower because of they're not letting him really throw the ball that many times.
I'm more in on Brissett than McCarthy. Although McCarthy has Brissett got a rushing touchdown too, right? If they get to the goal line, they're going to run him in.
Especially with the RB situation right now.
Yes,
and
exactly. And McCarthy also got a rushing touchdown, but
his passing has been so low volume. Brissett's been averaging 280 yards passing.
It doesn't matter which one we take either because, I guess we should take the tight end first.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to get Loveland. It'd be so good to get Loveland down here.
I'm cool with Loveland. I still think it's a real toss-up. So I'm trying to figure out how do we fit this in with what is our story here with this team? Because if obviously we don't have McBride for Brissett, but
it's just that Seattle, everybody scores. Marvin scores twice. Jefferson scores twice. You need guys scoring twice.
Seattle,
right?
Do we want Varner?
I'm not that I would absolutely rather have Loveland than Varner. especially with the Q tag.
Yeah,
And I kind of think that Rashid Shaheed's going to be utilized this week, and he's not going to be in the.
Yeah, I'd also be Loveland if he's available. I think he's just a tier above. Like I don't know. I mean, just the upside he showed last. I guess
mean,
like
Jared-
AJ Barner's showing weekly upside too, but
Jared Goff's available. He does
I
not?
think it's Montgomery does catch balls, but it's hard for me to get there on golf without a double stack or even a skinny stack
mean-
for at least one piece.
What about just Sam Darnold to AJ Barner?
It's not bad.
yeah, I'm
We'll just
fine
do
with
that. We good on that?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Like, and if we have to swap, we'll swap.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll do that.
I didn't expect Darnold to come back.
Yeah, no, that I don't
The
think
way
any
Darnold's been
QBs
playing, I
went.
think it's hard to argue.
Not a single QB went after we picked Demont.
Good for them.
Yeah. I mean, we actually had some decent options.
Yeah, I think that kind of worked out.
So
Now-
given that Darnold is a top, within range of,
Do we actually want Barner, or do we want to take Loveland?
no, it's definitely Varner with Sam Darnold, right?
If me personally, it would be Loveland, but I'm fine with the Barner call. I'm fine with the Barner to correlate it.
Okay. Yeah, I actually will take Barner, but I actually prefer Loveland there too.
Well, I think the
like
story we
naked
just saw
quarterback.
Loveland have a top 2 week. I think the story is here that Barner's either tight end 1 on the slate or he's like within a few points of the top tight end, and then Darnold is also close enough to QB1, but then we just hit the nuts on all the other positions. We like the running backs all score touchdown, and the receivers are like 2 of the top, 3-4 guys.
Yeah, and like this gets us around having to play against Seattle's defense super heavy. So I'm gonna
Well, I like the game stack too. I think it's kind of a fun game stack.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get much to this game, so I'm happy to have it and to not see much more of it. And it's kind of leverage. Like if Jefferson outscores JSN, but JSN has a good week, like it's like that's how we do it. Like if Jefferson has a touchdown 160 yards and JSN has a touchdown 120 yards.
How many more weeks is the DBQ open?
The actual event is week 14. So we have this week
11, 12,
and
13.
3 more weeks to do it.
I'm down to do more. We the one that we entered last week returned $25. So we essentially have another free ticket on my account if y'all want to do one there. But you were going to say you want to do one on yours too and then just keep it rolling?
Well, so we did one on mine the last time and we still haven't got the second one there. So I could do a second one now. Like we could go ahead and do this. We could do one on your account. It don't matter to me. Like I definitely
let's keep them going.
Yeah. Hey, well,
I mean, we're running out of weeks.
Yeah.
And we're never going to do high volume, so we might as well get it in. The more we talk, we've talked through this slate, and we have so much data. I've always been on the side of like in a tournament like this where the odds of winning couldn't be lower. It's not the biggest tournament, but like just the fact that you have to be 3 out of 5,000, it's so hard. I feel like the odds of you actually doing it get slightly better the later in the season you draft it, just with more information.
Hey, we get the 101.
Oh, hell yeah.
Here we go.
There we go. Now time for CMC to get his knees murdered. Save my best ball season.
Nah, you can go to Kansas City. CMC, every other Niner is getting hurt. CMC is healthy.
I'm going to Kansas City in 2 weeks. So I'll be there, not for the DVQ already, but I'll be there shortly.
In 2 weeks? You should go to are you going to be there on Sunday?
No, it's literally Tuesday, and I'm not sure yet if I'm leaving. if I'm going to stay the night or if I'm going to just be there for the day. The flights are all messed up right now. It's kind of hard to figure out. But
I left the lobby.
Because you're closer to St. Louis, though, right? Like you're not actually close to Kansas City.
I'm 5.5 hours from KC.
Right. It's pretty far.
I just took CMC. You guys aren't mad, right?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I'd be mad if he didn't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What? You don't want Tyreek Hill?
Dude, that now that you say it, that draft is probably going to get thrown out.
Huh?
That draft might as well get thrown out.
Well, like that's the other reason I wanted to do a second one, because if it does get thrown out, I don't want to not have one, right?
Yeah.
And like if it does get thrown out, we could just do 2 next week. Do the second one on my account next week as well, right? Or do an extra one on my account next week. Like,
Hartman, is it next week that you're out? You're busy.
Yeah. I'm gonna be going to Michigan.
Nice.
Doing
some
deer
Starting to
hunting.
get cool there in Michigan, huh?
Yeah. No, it's gonna be pretty cold there. Yeah.
So my
Hopefully
1.2 this week. What do you guys think? I'm taking Gibbs there, but
Yeah.
if,
No, I'm Jameson.
Really, I'm James Cook. Like if we
James
know
Cook's
James
fine.
Cook's if we know James Cook is healthy, I'm James Cook.
I would still
Like-
just lean Gibbs, but
Yeah, I'm like in BRs, I'm taking Gibbs.
yeah, I think pretty much right in orders. Okay.
So I actually don't really like the Seattle game at all. Like I think Arizona plays in a way to try to make you score as little as possible.
yeah, I'm not.
And
I'm not much
they
of a
try
fan of
to
that one either.
they try to slow the game down and not do a whole lot, and like they try to beat you in the ugliest that way possible. And I know that like they're gonna try to keep everything in front of them. Like JSN's will get deep on every team. Like he cooked them the last time, so I'm not saying they can't. And Shahid's gonna absolutely change the offense, but I'm just like I'm kind of to the point that I just want to bet the under every week in the Arizona game.
Yeah, it is weird. Like I don't really like that game environment very much, but I do feel like how it fell to us in that last draft. That was like the best play, but yeah, I mean, both defenses are pretty good, and I don't know. It just seems like the game will just kind of be slow paced and maybe a lot of punting and stuff. JSN might still have a good game, but the payoff top 3 is a different kind of level.
If he declined the Debo Tracy offer, I mean, I personally would be willing to send Garrett. Like, ask him if he's interested in Garrett Wilson.
Do whatever it takes to get Rico Dowdle. I mean,
yeah. Like
he's that
like
good.
Since he if they decline it and then you just send another one. Some people like me, I'm like, if I was interested, I would ask about it. So I generally I think if you send a message to them and say, "Hey, are you interested in getting rid of him?" Or if he's on the waiver wires, whatever, but ask him who he's interested in. That's usually the best way to get a deal done if you want a guy.
I was late responding to Matt's question.
Okay. Yeah, so the second lobby, we get the 101. Nez is at the 103. We have Jewish McCaffrey at the 109, another crusher. Coolers at the 110. Gunner at the 112. And Tricky was in the last lobby as well. So we're a couple picks away. We got McCaffrey. Do we want to double up wide receiver here? Do we want to take a tight end, get one of these elite, better quarterbacks? Like, what route do we want to go?
I don't mind. I think maybe QB receiver or receiver could be
Okay.
I mean, maybe running. I don't know. What are you guys? I think
like
Olave.
Waddle here, but it's a tough matchup. Olave is nice.
Is it a tough matchup? Like, he's been cooking everybody.
This is the Bills. They're
they're going to be. I think they're
They have
going
a
to be
pretty
far
good
behind.
pass defense.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
would think Olave went, right? Is that what just happened?
no,
No, he's
love
there.
it.
Do we want to go Dart or May with Olave? Do we want to get
Which
who are
one?
the running backs?
Which
Other
quarterback do you want first?
I probably Dart.
Okay, yeah, Dart.
Dart. Okay. Let's take Dart, and then with the second pick, do we want to just take Rome for the bring back?
Honestly, it's kind of a nice week for the bounce back for Rome, but it's been really bad lately. Let me just do a quick check
And we
because,
could
like,
also look at Loveland like later if we wanted to.
Yeah, like I'm fine with
Olave's just been
Maybe.
good. I think it's Olave. I think it's still Olave.
that. Against Carolina.
Waddle or Olave, like
I'm in on. I'm
I'm fine
Waddle.
with. Okay, Waddle's cool.
yeah, both of them to
I
me
like
are
all
exactly
three.
the same. I want them both over Rome though for right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And like, if Loveland makes it back, because Loveland made it all the way over here, like I'm fully in on taking Loveland here.
I like the way you said about like you could always go naked Dart, but at the same time, I think Theo Johnson's a great play.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a touchdown, 3 weeks in a row with Dart?
It's undeniable. Just Dart does target the tight end position, and Bellinger's been banged
Absolutely.
up.
So 2 of the last 3.
Two of the last 3, but 4 out of the last 5.
I think he's thrown 4 or 5 touchdowns over 3 weeks at tight ends.
Yeah, and like you said, with Bellinger dinged up, I mean that's a pretty big bump.
So Nez takes Swift all the way up at 22 with a Dunze.
Smart guy.
Yeah,
It's just a team stack thing, right? It's like, hey,
Yeah.
It was the Bears last week. Why not again? And then, I mean, how easy will it be for him to get Caleb?
And yeah, like this could easily be a 3 wide receiver team, but
Most likely.
There are some RBs that I don't hate down here. Like Jordan Mason could be fine.
Yeah, he's
Like,
probably the deepest one.
My heart loves Jordan Mason. My brain tells me that it's not been working out.
But if Aaron Jones is inactive, like he's gotten
then it's a Xavier Scott game, brother.
Yeah. I guess his upside's just so bad. Like he had some floor back then, but it's
what is going on with Ramondre?
And we think Ramondre's out, right? Or we're not sure.
I'm thinking like I'm fine taking a dart on him.
I can't draft Henderson. I do think it's
okay.
I want to, like the same thing. Like my heart says yes, Hendo season. My brain says like it's just not working out.
But didn't he got like 14 carries last week?
And another fumble, or was it? Am I mistaking that for the week before?
I thought that was the week before.
It's hard to. I'm trying to remember exactly, but like I just remember, I thought his fantasy points went up and down.
Well, he had 18 touches last week he had what is that?
Henderson had
87 yards. Yeah, 14 carries, 4 catches.
Yeah, he had an okay game.
He didn't have any touchdowns, but he scored 10.7.
Didn't
but I mean he had like almost like 80 something yards.
The problem where it comes, you're right, and I kind of didn't really notice that he had 18 touches, but the problem where it comes down to is he still, with 18 touches, only scored 10 fantasy points, which is like, it's hard to get worse than that.
Oh, yeah, but I mean,
and the matchup's really bad. The matchup's not good.
Yeah.
That's true.
Other running backs that had 18 touches in week 9 include Jalen Warren, who put up 16 fantasy points.
Yeah,
and
like he had
Chase
no
Brown,
yards,
who put up 15.
But like the Warren,
I would much rather pick either of them. I would much rather pick either of them, but they're not.
Yeah, Genty put up 17 points on 18 touches. It's like just that for the amount of touches he got, he did so little with it. So Javonte Williams surprisingly worse with 16 touches.
And what about Vidal?
Yeah, Vidal. He's not. I can't even see him. He's so low on the list. He's not even registering.
He didn't get a whole lot of carries. So
there he is. Vidal with 12 carries, he averaged 0.25 fantasy points per touch. I've literally never seen a number that low.
Yeah, like the thing is this is a break the slate kind of format, and that is what he offers. And like, if we want to go 3 wide receivers, I'm fine with that. But if we don't want to go 3 wide receivers and we want 2 running backs, like our biggest upside swing, I think, is like those 2.
Ooh, I really don't like
Not
those two.
Kamara. Not Kamara.
Yeah, like
I think Bucky, if you want to go biggest, but he's probably not playing.
right. Like
Like,
if
straight up.
Yeah.
he's still not like I don't
Yeah.
think like and
Honestly, no one's playing
running.
Woody Marks.
I actually like that. I don't mind that
I would
one.
take him over like any of the guys we've mentioned.
What's his touches looking like?
It's still good.
Yes, that's not bad.
We could see if he falls all the way back to the end of the draft. We could take tight end and a wide receiver here. Does that sound good? And if he
Yeah.
makes it all
Yeah.
the way back,
Yeah, we push him.
we take him. And if not, so do we want to stack? Do we want to go Loveland, Wandale? Do we want to go Loveland, Darius Slayton? Do we want to go DJ Moore, Theo Johnson? What do we care about any of that?
I'd probably be DJ Moore, Theo, I guess. I really don't want a Giants receiver that much.
I mean, we don't have to take a Giants receiver. Like we could just go. We could go Loveland, DJ Moore, like, or Jawan Jennings. I know you guys aren't into it, but I don't want to do it.
Wandale's fine. Is DJ Moore more interesting?
Wandale just went, so
okay. Well, given that scenario, I think. Can you show me DJ Moore? I just don't have him on my screen pulled up, but like, yeah, like it really is just the last week, right? It's not been much since.
Yeah, but he had 7 targets, 5 targets.
Rushing.
I'm cool with DJ Moore.
Here's the other thing we could do. We could do Travion Henderson with Tez Johnson as a headless stack.
I'm not really convinced on Travion right now.
Okay. So
the floor, I think the projectable volume is going to be higher for these tight ends. And
which one do we want? Do we want Theo or Loveland?
I think we dart Theo, right?
I'm fine with Theo also. That's fine.
And then
I don't think Loveland's excluded. Like, do we flex a tight end and take Loveland, or do we go DJ Moore?
I mean, I feel like you probably lean the receiver.
Let's just do a quick comparison between DJ Moore and Loveland. Like, what did it really come down to last week?
I mean, targets, it was touchdowns.
Touchdowns. I mean, the touchdowns are pretty.
We have 20 seconds. I think we take a tight end so we can figure something out later, or a wide receiver. I want one of those 2.
I don't mind Juwan either.
Yeah,
any of those 3 are fine.
With Juwan, I feel like I keep getting burned.
Tez, Juwan, like
I think I'm going to vote DJ Moore out of this group.
Yeah. Oh yeah, DJ Moore. We got Theo. Yeah, that's.
I think that was the right play to build out the game stack there. We're literally right, like we're not at ADP because we brought him up, but this opens us up to being able to take another tight end if we really want.
If Colston Loveland's still there, I think we do him and we flex him.
He won't be. And Sharbs is actually the running back I don't mind there. Like, if he puts up 12 points, like 12 points is 1 in dog bowls.
Yeah, I think
I prefer Mason.
I think I prefer Marks.
Well,
right. Oh yeah, Mark's already up there.
I prefer Travion, but like if he makes it all the way back, I think I'll probably argue for it. But if he doesn't, and he shouldn't.
I'm gonna look at just last week and see, because I'm trying to give it a refresh on like where did Marks end up on his touches last week? He ended up with 10 touches, and it wasn't a good game at all. So there is some recency bias there to be against Marks.
The Bay shall toot and Hail Mary.
Man, Tootin has just been nothing.
He had a TD last week.
He's
What do you
their
mean?
he's their he's their
Goal
sharp.
line.
He's their
I know when
Charbonnet.
he scores the touchdowns, though, it's like with no yardage. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's their Charbonnet.
I mean, ETN actually had a pretty nice week with 27 touches.
What do you guys think
Did
about
nothing
taking?
with it.
I mean,
100
we could take Aaron Jones if he makes it all the way back. He's got the Q tag for us. Like, I actually don't hate the Minnesota-Baltimore matchup. If he's there at the very last pick, we could always then look at the board and set up the because we don't have any Q tag. Like, we have Barner who isn't going to fight for this position, right? Because we'll be open to flexing a wide receiver or a running back, and we'll have all the options if we get Aaron Jones.
I'll give it to you. Aaron Jones is interesting. He hadn't really had a lot of touches this whole season. He only has one touchdown, 34
He looked
total touches.
really good. Like, you had a touchdown.
He looks
last week.
explosive in the passing game, which I think is like an extra added element. So, like, I do agree. I can come around a little bit on Aaron Jones. I think because of the matchup, and he's actually been good in limited action when healthy. I think he's actually kind of interesting.
Gunner hasn't even taken a what? Like, this is the other draft. Okay. So the person in the 12 hole, both drafts, has not taken a wide or a running back until the end of the draft. So
I think it's Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I think the Aaron Jones is a smart play.
I think Aaron Jones is the best running back once you get past like the ETN range and Montgomery, and I think I'm starting to see it.
So what about a third wide receiver? Is there anyone there that's like?
I mean, Tez is still here currently.
I think Tez is pretty fun.
I don't think he'll make it back to us.
Right.
Is Torrey Horton probably not with Shaheed there, huh?
I don't.
I think we just need projectable volume at this point where we're like, we've already established our core. We really just need who can project for the most points. Like
Alvin Kamara?
No.
Not him. about with 3.
I got another idea. How about Alvin Kamara?
Oh God, I'm looking. I don't think it's any of these running backs. Honestly, I think it's either going to be it's probably a wide receiver.
I mean, we could take
No, not Brian Thomas. He's hurt.
Not against Houston. I would rather have Tez as well.
I mean, DeMario had a great game, I guess, but that's probably
and Booty is hurt. Booty hurt too, so with the hamstring.
So I saw Boote's name, but he didn't, or he has the Q tag. He's right there.
He missed the whole last game with the hamstring. He went out immediately in the game. He goose egged.
I hate it, but I'm kind of in on Tracy.
Really?
Like at this point, like if he gets
so little carries though, like because they split it like
I know they did.
Singletary more, right?
I understand. Chicago's really bad against.
I can't even find Tracy on my he doesn't even show up on my list.
Well, he shouldn't. He's not done anything this year.
Oh, there he is. He is god awful.
I mean,
I would take Chris Rodriguez.
Most of these guys are.
Yeah, I mean, we're arguing Tyron Tracy versus Demario Douglas. Like, it's not like we're arguing.
It's definitely Demario Douglas.
Really?
For now. Like,
maybe.
Yeah, they can't take him. So, like, we can definitely get him.
Let's because I don't really want
Demario Douglas. Go back to RB.
It's Tracy, Kamara, and
what about Jordan Mason?
I'm Jordan Mason. Like I was saying,
maybe Jordan Mason. What tight ends are available? I'm serious.
Yeah, Juwan Johnson.
No. We need touchdowns. We need someone who can throw touchdowns. I think it's empty. The 12 are already gone. It's the last pick. Everyone has one. I think it's
Taysom Hill.
It's probably Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
Or Demario Douglas. What did Demario Douglas do last week?
He had like
18 points, but
let's chase it.
That's
actually really interesting. We were drafting Demario Douglas as a top 150 receiver or 150 player, during the offseason.
What do you say, Hartman? Mason or Douglas? I'm Mason. I'm fine either way.
I'm Mason too.
All right.
I'm open to both. I'm open to both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good argument. I think Mason, because he's hurt, like Aaron Jones is currently hurt and not practicing, like it gives us upside. We've seen Mason score 25 points in a week.
For sure.
No. And
Not this year, but
no.
well, actually, he got close. He had 24 points, so he got.
Was it 24?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
So like we've seen that already this week. Baltimore has been a lot better since they got Roquan Smith back, but like I think that they will be able to move the ball some.
I think that was a good play. I think it's a little bit wish casting that Mason gets more touches than he's been averaging, but he's borderline. Like he's not too far off.
I like this team so much more than the other team. Honestly,
It's just, I mean, DeMario, he's really like
that helps.
It's just, I don't know. It's just the comparable options. Like,
well, it's been like every fourth week that he gets a touchdown.
Yeah,
he's just kind of. I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's these slot receivers, these like kind of receivers that have come in and out of. They've had streaks. Kendrick Bourne has had a streak. Butte had a streak. Maybe it's just Demario Douglas's like streak, and we're seeing the start of it.
So Cooler's got an awesome start. Kyron plus Judkins, deep, and then the game stack there. Otten, he didn't get the golf ball that he could have got in the last. But and then
I like his team.
Yeah, his team is really good. Gunner, Adams, Igbuka. He even passed Stafford on.
Oh, Gunner seems kind of sick, actually. You're saying Baker and Igbuka go off, and then you have nice pieces around it.
Well, like Charbonnet feels mispriced right now.
I guess so.
If we're taking Trevion Henderson, who
I'm not. That's the thing.
like Bucky Irving goes here. Charbonnet, like everybody's in. Like I kind of like Walker. I like Walker more than Charbonnet, but if you're gonna wait till the last rounds to take a running back, like he feels very good because he's got 11 to 12 points like 6 times this year, and that's enough in these contests sometimes to get there. So our team, we have Jackson Dart, CMC, Jordan Mason, Waddle, DJ Moore, and Theo Johnson. We're actually like pretty close to ADP everywhere, except we brought Theo Johnson up. And we brought Jackson Dart up a little bit. This team it may be duped, but as long as 4 teams don't dupe it, I don't care.
Right.
Like if it's the best team, it's what we got.
This tournament's such a small field, only 5,000. I'm not really worried about dupes.
Right. Yeah. And I'm pretty in on Jalen Waddle this week. I'm probably going to be taking some of his higher props. Which, by the way, speaking of props, I had a boost that I locked in right before the stream. I had an hour to do it, so I had to do it before the stream. It was Brock Bowers is 1.3 multiplier on underdog for a touchdown tomorrow night versus the Broncos. And RJ Harvey is as well. And Harvey's got a touchdown. Like he's been like gimmicked to touchdown 3 weeks in a row.
Sure.
And he's a 1.3 multiplier. So there's something that I noticed. It's not going to hit, but I put it in.
Just a little parlay.
That sounds like a pretty good one.
It's like a $10.
Yeah,
63 or whatever because of the boost.
A single game parlay.
So I'm going to put Hartman's YouTube channel in the chat. If you're over on Candyman stream, go over there to his chat or go to Hartman and give him a sub. So whenever we go to his channel, you can do that. And then I'm going to put mine in there as well. Come on over to mine, also sub. And that way, whenever we're able to stream, like you'll be able to see the stream on anybody's stream anytime where we go live together. So you guys have anything else?
Bro, I just noticed how badly Nez got sniped on Caleb Williams. He ended up going with Jared Goff naked, and man, why didn't he take Darnold? Was Darnold gone too? He took Goff over Darnold with JSN, and then he still went Barner. Bro, it's blowing my mind. I'm gonna have to DM him on that one and say, what's going on? He's probably watching basketball.
No, I was like, that's kind of what I wanted to do in the last one. Like, I know I recommended.
I'm so confused. I get
Well,
you get sniped on Caleb, but then why wouldn't you go Darnold there?
Especially with the double. Weird.
Well, like
with the double.
So remember what I said earlier about Jefferson? Like the Jefferson, if Jefferson just outscores JSN, and we have Darnold.
Well, yeah, but
like
we had Jefferson.
We have major leverage. Well, if JSN outscores Amon-Ra, Goff gives you major leverage if Goff is quarterback one for the week.
Well, but he has no Detroit pieces, so if Goff's QB1,
yeah, but they like how
I
often?
know
How often do we see like 1-1-1-1 touchdowns?
It's the problem with his team is that it's the Lakers and the Spurs have a tied game with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so it's completely basketball related. I
think it's fine. Like I think it's perfectly
it's totally fine. It's totally viable, especially. But it's kind of funny to me that like I think I would I'm so stacking brained where I'd be like, you have the wide receiver one, but you don't take his QB.
Nez does a lot of these. I promise you, he has a lot of Jared Goff stack.
He probably has a lot of JSN stack too. Is the thing,
right? Yeah. So
Darnold is 100% drafted. So
I'm surprised to see Nez go JSN over the running backs, but this is one to where all he's doing is taking chances because he took a chance on Swift and then he took a chance on Irving, right? So this is one. He's trying to get like if the news comes in on both of those, they both go higher, right? So
but I don't even know how much higher they go, honestly.
Swift maybe not a whole lot higher.
There's not enough room, and even for Irving, there's not that much room to move up.
Bucky moved like
I think Bucky
moves up to like where Rome went.
I mean, Bucky's missed so many games, but even when Bucky played, he had literally
he was a monster.
Like he basically goes
because of the touches. Okay, you're right. Okay, because of the I mean, he was consistently good. It's just like he was getting a lot of touches. He didn't. I mean, we've only seen 4 games. It's hard to know.
Right.
But like even with that, I think he'd at least be in the second round. I mean, well, Rachaad White went in the second round, right?
But
I guess they would split if
Bucky touches the football this week and he's the starter in week 11. I think you're right. I think he's a borderline first round pick.
You said where does he go? I didn't say where. You didn't say where would we draft him. You said where does he go? He ends up moving up all the way up there. Everybody loves Bucky. Like Bucky. True. Bucky is absolutely a favorite of so many people.
You've reconvinced me. It's just like my home league. I have Bucky Irving, and he's been out for so long. Yeah. It's just been killing me. So like I'm that Bucky owner who's just like hating life.
Yeah. I like that.
Bucky Irving.
Yeah, so I really like our team here. Like this is easily my favorite. And it would be even without CMC. Like if this exact team was with Achan, I would love this team. If it was with Cook, it'd be amazing. Like because of Waddle.
Oh, game stack, yeah.
Like all game stacked out. But like just with any of these wide receiver like running backs, I would really like. I like the. I'm pretty close to having Dart my quarterback one this week. Like I know I'm not going to draft it that way or anything, but like he's probably going to be. I haven't looked at DFS yet, but I'm going to guess I'm going to have a lot of Jackson Dart this week. A lot of it. I really, really like Dart this week. Actually, 2 of my 3 dog bowls, I have Jackson Dart. I've been
in May. Such a toss up to me.
Yeah, and
those two both feel so good.
Dart, May, and Goff are the 3 I love this week. Like that's kind of why I don't mind this. I'm very in on the Lions smashing this week.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it feels like a spot they're, coming off the loss, they're going to try to maybe prove a point against injured Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, beat up on the
Beat up on Marcus Mariota and the boys.
Yeah, just like doing God's work. That's what they're doing, or what they will do. But anyway, I'm gonna head to bed. It's 5 hours time for me to get up. So go ahead and give you guys' outros. Go ahead, Hartman.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was a good time. I think we built some good teams. Got some good stacks and stuff. Yeah, always fun going over the slate, chatting with you guys. Candyman, Who Hames, like the stream, subscribe. Candyman.
Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Thanks again for talking ball with us on a Wednesday night. For everyone in the chat with your questions, with your comments. Thanks for being here, supporting the channels, helping your boys out, having some fun. We're looking forward to the Week 10 slate. And who knows, maybe we'll see you guys in Kansas City in a few weeks. I think we drafted some nice teams, but we're doing some small volume. So it's kind of more of a fingers crossed, but I think we talked through a lot of the top plays for the week. And so hopefully that helps anyone out there in the chat or the viewers with kind of their sit start decisions or how they view like these rest of season takes for the players. So appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see y'all next week for sure.
All right. Peace.